Yes, folks, you have indeed arrived here at the K.O.E Nation for this review of Law's Bonded Wheat Whiskey. Yes, folks, batch number 3 of Law's Whiskey House Centennial Straight Wheat Whiskey, aged 5 years. Folks, I am your King of Extreme Phil, K.O.E, the man of the hour, the man with the power, the man that makes the other podcast cower, the prince and potentate of the political parlance, the lord of the Scottish Highlands. One handsome man, if I do say so myself. You can, of course, find me at K.O.E Nation on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Twitter-X, depending on your political persuasion as well, folks. And I am looking forward to getting into this particular spirit with you. So, Law's Wheat Whiskey. When I started the Wheat Whiskey tournament, I knew I had to have some Laws in there, and by Job, I was able to get it. Now, this calls, of course, glasses. On the back, it reads, made from a single season's harvest of Centennial, the heirloom spring soft white varietal grown for us in the San Luis Valley. This is the first wheat whiskey to be bottled in bond in Colorado, which fittingly is known as a Centennial state. Unlike commercialized wheat grown nearly everywhere today, with the pre-industrial Centennial grain, we are able to distill and ferment a spectrum of diverse flavors, aromas of apple orchard, orange blossoms, lilacs, and a palate highlighted by marmalade, wild strawberries, and honey, all against the backdrop of bright, earthy minerals from Colorado's high country terroir. Distilled, aged, and bottled by Law's Whiskey House, Acoma Street, Denver, Colorado. So, Colorado's own wheat whiskey. Now, as a Nebraskan, I am well aware that Colorado is one of the best kept secrets of America. Like, if you don't know about America and you haven't seen Colorado, like if you're a foreigner coming here, like when people say, what should they see? A lot of people say, oh, go look New York. No. Rocky Mountain National Park. Things like that. And so this is wheat whiskey from the great state of Colorado, which I have a lot of love for. So let's try some of their delicious 5-year bonded wheat whiskey, which that's rare. A bonded wheat whiskey. Like, find me 10 of those. That's okay. I'll wait. Trust me, in my wheat whiskey tournament searching, it's a very small market. It's a very small niche of folks that are dedicated to that. Without further ado, let's take it up to the nose. Gotta be honest, like a very soft green apple. Very soft. The nose is very muted. For 100 proof, like you're definitely not getting that on the nose at all. I mean, like 50% alcohol by volume, 100 proof, like you're hiding the ethanol very well. Small bit of wood. I know it's oak, but it's not giving me that impression. Like, it's gonna sound very weird and specific, but if you've ever used mulberry wood, it's firewood. That's the smell I'm getting from the barrel imparting its wood flavor, which is very interesting. So, you know what? Let's get right into it. Sanjaba. That's very grain forward. Very grain forward. You get a bit of wood on the back, but the front is very grain heavy. I'm just going to be honest with you, folks. To thine own self be true. So it's a very grain heavy whiskey. Interesting. Okay, there's an oiliness in your second drink. You get that. All right, now we're going to get into the very hard part, the grading. For those who don't know, we grade on a 5-star scale. 5 meaning you have to have it before you shuffle off this mortal coil. 0 meaning pass it on by. The K.O.E Nation has advised you well. We're going to grade this as a wheat whiskey. We're going to grade this as a whiskey. It's a cask-aged spirit. It's shelving. And for those new to the show, secret question. So, as a wheat whiskey, I'm gonna, on a 5-star scale, I'm gonna say this is a 2.75 as a wheat whiskey. It's above midpoint. It's definitely, like, it expresses wheat. As a whiskey, I'm gonna give it just exactly 2.5. It's right in the middle. You could mix this with just about anything. You could mix any other whiskey. And that's how I would recommend doing this, because there is just that harshness on your palate. It gets better with every drink. But that first one it has a bit of a hit. There's sort of a bitterness on the back of your tongue. Yeah, I'm sticking with that. As a cask-aged spirit, I'm going to be a little more generous here and give it 3 stars as a cask-aged spirit, because everything that you're getting imparted here is from its casking. Because I've tried regular Law's non-bonded wheat whiskey, and there is definitely a difference. So yeah, I'm going to stick with 3 stars as a cask-aged spirit, rather. Now, we're going to move on to the shelving. This is going to be either my middle or bottom shelf, truth be told. And the secret 5th question, I actually can't remember what I paid for this USD, so I'm going to put right here the average MSRP. I look at that. Why, that is quite reasonable. And I'm going to be honest, will I replace this bottle when this runs empty? That is the secret 5th question. The answer to that, no, I don't believe I will. I think I'm going to look at what else Laws has to offer. I want to try their 4-grain bourbon. I want to try a couple of their other releases before I would come back to this. So my answer for now is going to be no, I'm not going to. Doesn't mean you shouldn't try it. Your mileage may vary. But folks, as I'm known to say around, all that being said, thank you for joining us for this review of Law's Wheat Whiskey Bonded Edition. I am your King of Extreme, Phil, K.O.E, the man of the hour, the man with the power, the man that makes the other podcast cower. You can, of course, find me at K.O.E Nation on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, Twitter-X as well. God bless every last one of you. Raise a glass to yourselves. I hope all of you make it back here to the K.O.E Nation. Happy, healthy, much the wiser. Travel well, folks.